is the Farmed Animal Conference e-summit put on by Animal Farm, also known as Faces, which is pretty cool because all animals have a face and we shouldn't be eating them, which is a complete segue that I didn't plan on doing. So this is Helene from Plant Based Network, Virtual Vegfest, Triangle Vegfest, and Vegfest Expos. And I want to remind you that you can still subscribe to our YouTube channel to be entered into our contest to win a prize back from Hodo Foods, Follow Your Heart, Crafters Organic, and Sun Warrior. And thanks to Hodo Foods for being our sponsor of our live talks this week. We appreciate them and the prizes that they're donating so that we can have these cool contests. Now, is there anything else? Subscribe, shop, do whatever you have to do. Really appreciate it. Let's just get into the Farmed Animal Conference, which is 6 days away. Have you registered yet? Which is the number one thing. You can see we have the website up, which is facesummit.org. I always want to call it something else. So I want to Farm Summit, but it's face, F-A-C-E, summit.org. And you can register really easily on the website. It says it right there. You put your name in, you put your email, you hit send, and you're done. And then, of course, on the site is an abundance of information that Kelcie and I can go into because Kelsey's with us. She's the program director for Animal Place. We're going to have some really cool animal stories today because who doesn't love cool animal stories? And if you want to interact with us, please do ask questions. Have any comments, please put them in. Tell us that you're watching. Tell us where you're from. We'll do some shout outs if you're there and we know that you're there. We'd love to see that and hear from you. Now, like I said, we've got the site up on my left. I don't know if it's your left or right because it's maybe the opposite. But Kelcie's here, so I'm going to throw it at her so she can share a little bit more about her and Animal Place, and then we'll delve into the conference. Hey, Kelcie.
Hi, Helene. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm really excited to talk about the conference and what's happening and why we're doing it. I know we briefly talked about it a couple of weeks ago, but I'd love to go into it more and go over some details. My name is Kelcie Leach. I'm the program director at Animal Place. We are a sanctuary for farmed animals in California. It's Grass Valley, California. Because of COVID-19, we had to close down the sanctuary to the public, and we really like to use the sanctuary as a tool to help educate folks. So we wanted to continue educating people virtually, and the conference was one way that we could help reach out to people. So it is a conference that we have every other year. It's usually at the sanctuary, and it'll span over a couple of days. And this year, it will be a 7-day conference, and it is free. People can register at facesummit.org, like you said earlier. I know you went into that last week, but all you have to do is put your name and your email in, and then you'll get the information for watching the conference. It is completely free. If you want to keep the package for life, you can purchase it and get all of the interviews, and any profits that we make from the packages that are purchased go back into caring for nearly 400 rescued individuals who live at Animal Place. So we're really excited to have the conference. It starts Monday the 3rd, and we have a lot of great speakers and hosts participating this year.
Oh, definitely. We can see it on the screen is that we've got Jane Velez Mitchell, which is Jane Unchained, and then Kim Sterla, who is Animal Place, and Jasmine Singer, who is of Our Hen House, and Ron Gandiza, who's of Plant Based Network, and Genesis. Genesis is adorable. She's animal rights and climate activist. Genesis is just a really cool kid. laid back, down to earth. Her mom's pretty awesome as well. If you haven't met them, then I see them typically every year at the Animal Rights Conference, which was a year ago. So it's sad they don't get to see everybody. And there's somebody writing to me. So, and that's really neat because they've been in the background for the last month or so, recording all these interviews and hosting these interviews with these amazing people that you'll get to experience 3 a day over the course of the week.
Mhm.
So if you happen to miss one, you might have to buy the package because each day is a new one. So if you missed Monday and the person you really wanted to hear is Monday, well, Tuesday's 3 new people. So that package becomes more valuable for an abundance of reasons. One, you get to keep it forever, and two, you support Animal Place. And that in itself, for a fundraising event that you get to do for free, but it's still a fundraising event for Animal Place for
Yes.
the almost 400 beings that are in their care. What a great way that, you get to help the animals and you get to have this information that you can share far and wide from these incredible speakers, these interviews that are happening like right now. And then being recorded
Yeah.
and edited so that you can watch them. So, I mean, some of the strategies, if you look on the screen, how to be a more effective and strategic advocate, how to educate and empower others to make a change, how to influence law and policy decisions affecting animals, how to organize a successful campaign, how to amplify your and your organization's voice with social media, how to work hands on with farmed animals, how to find your perfect role in the movement, how to talk with friends, family, even your doctor about a vegan diet. All of these are incredibly important, right, Kelcie?
Yes, they are incredibly important, and we're going to, dive into all of those topics. We have some incredible speakers. If you haven't looked at our speaker lineup, I would encourage you to do so. We have bios for everyone on our website. It's facesummit.org. But some of the names, we have Seth Tibbett, who's the founder and chairman and CEO of Tofurkey, joining us. And he will be speaking on ethical business for farmed animals. We have Miyoko from Miyoko's Cheese. We have Dr. Neil Bernard with Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. Joyce Tischler will be speaking on animal law. We have Kip Anderson and Keegan Kuhn, both speaking on documentaries for outreach. They both are producers and co-directors of Cowspiracy and What the Health. We have Melanie Joy speaking on challenging carnism. So those are just a few speakers that I just threw out who will be speaking for the conference, and there are many more, and you can read their bios on facesummit.org and learn more about them. But yeah, 3 speakers a day, which is really exciting. And if you miss those, as you said, Helene, you can purchase the package and get lifetime access to all of those interviews. And some of the speakers are even throwing in some perks. So maybe their ebook and other perks. So all of those proceeds would help benefit the animals at Animal Place.
Most definitely. It's really easy. We showed how to register last week, but all you have to do is put your name in, put your email address, and then hit register now, which I'm not doing because I'm already registered. So I don't need to get the emails multiple times. So, but you can easily do that. And that's how you get access to the conference. So don't forget to register in order to get access in the first place so that you can be part of this. I mean, those are some top quality vegan influencers from around the world that are joining the conference that have done interviews that are being edited so that you get to watch them, on that site with Plant Based Network as the sponsor of the event, which is really cool. We're super happy that we're part of this. Just so you know, like honored to be part of it.
It's pretty amazing. It's Plant Based Network has been a great sponsor in helping put on this event. So it's appreciated on both sides.
It's a lot of work.
It, but
And
it's
in person, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say it's worth it. You know, Hearing any one of these speakers, I think will be beneficial, and being able to put that out there for free, I think is really exciting, and I'm excited that Animal Place and Plant Based Network are working together to help, you know, put that out there and educate folks.
Oh, definitely. And it's, I mean, it's a lot of work to put an in-person event on, and you know that. It's probably just as much work to do a virtual event to put it on with coordinating so many people and
Yeah.
schedules all around the world to record with hosts. It's, I mean, everybody had to get on the same page, and then the editing and then getting it ready for 6 days from now, at least the first three. The next three after that, they can be done like the next day, but at least the first three have to be done for next Monday, which I know they will be.
Yes. Yeah, we're excited to have them up and ready for our viewers.
Oh, definitely. So let's talk about the animals.
Sure.
I'm sure, I mean, you tell us some stories. Some like really good stories. I know there's so many sad stories. I mean, it could be a sad story that led to happiness. So whatever you feel that you want to share with us about whomever, I
Sure.
would love to hear it.
Yeah, I'm happy to report on what's going on at Animal Place. And then I will tell a story of a cow named Daffodil, and her growth while living at Animal Place. But just a quick update on what's going on at Animal Place. Caring for the animals is one of our obviously top priorities. It's hot in California right now, so we've got an amazing team of animal caregivers who are, caring for these individuals 24/7. During the hot parts of the day, they're checking on them up to every hour and doing heat checks and cooling down everyone. So that's a huge priority in the summer months. We're also going to be resuming our rescues at our rescue and adoption center in Petaluma. We do large scale rescues from the egg industry, and we're hoping to rescue 500 hens come September. So, Lauren, our manager for our rescue and adoption facility, started this month, and she'll be moving down to Petaluma in a week or so to get the property ready for our new rescues. So those are kind of the big things that are happening at Animal Place. And then I'll tell you a story that really stands out to me about an individual who lives at Animal Place, Daffodil. Daffodil is a blind cow. She came to Animal Place a couple of years ago with her companion, Izalia, a miniature cow, and they lived on a vineyard, or a property, and they wanted to use that property for a vineyard. So they were going to kill their cows that had been there for 7 years. Their daughter reached out to us, and luckily we had an opening at the time, and we welcomed Izalia and Daffodil onto our property. They were very fearful of humans. They wouldn't let anyone near them. Daffodil was really nervous. She couldn't see anyone. Our our fund development director, Margie Beach, she has a special way with cows and spent so much time gaining Daffodil's trust and currently Azalea's trust with hay cubes. And over the last couple of years, with the help of Margie, we've seen Daffodil become the sweetest cow, and she has created bonds with humans and other cows, especially Margie, who she created that first friendship with. You'll hear Margie call Daffodil from across the pasture, and Daffodil will call back with a long moo, and it's incredible to see them form that friendship. And I couldn't even get near Daffodil, and now she lets me, come and give her scratches. So that's one story that stands out to me about an individual who lives at Animal Place.
That's so sweet. That is, oh, thank you for
Yeah,
sharing that. That is amazing. And that's what love and security, that's the difference that it makes for many of these animals that didn't know that. And it's weird. These people had these cows for 7 years and they were fearful of humans. Your mind
yeah,
always goes to why, right? But we get that there was a why, but now it's now. And the
yeah,
future for them is so much brighter
yeah.
and
And
they'll live, right? A long
yeah,
time.
they'll live. They'll live out their natural life here at Animal Place. And um, something that's really interesting about those behaviors, farmed animals are capable of the emotions that humans are as well, and creating friendships and bonds. To tie it back into the summit, Jeffrey Mason is actually one of our speakers, and he'll be speaking on farmed animal behavior. So you can learn about different friendships or behaviors that animals such as cows could have, and the friendships they can form with other species or humans. So that would be an exciting and interesting interview to hear.
Oh, definitely. Thank you so, so much. I might miss these. So we might have to, like, in a little while after the conference, we have to come back and do another one of these to go over how the conference went, because that'd be really cool. Because I've been doing this for the last 4 weeks and now I don't have one next Tuesday. So I think that's a good idea. After the conference is over, let's get together and go over how it was and how many people attended,
Yeah,
and you know, and get feedback from everyone else who was part of it and watch some of them, and also go over how they can buy the package after it's done, and we can share that on the screen with us. Does that sound like a good plan?
sounds perfect.
Oh, wonderful. So again, everyone, remember facesummit.org to register, and you can go see who is going to be speaking and learn about them and watch some cool videos about Animal Place and about the summit on the site. Please do that, because we start on the 3rd of August, which is 6 days from now, which is Monday. And let me remind you, please wear a mask. Make sure it's over your nose, under your chin, social distance, because I know that as much fun as these virtual things are, an in-person event at Animal Place would be even better, because then you get to actually give the cows scratches and belly rubs to the pigs, and chickens and roosters sometimes, and turkeys come into your arms and will lay in them. If you don't believe it, you have to go to an animal sanctuary to learn it, because that's where they're safe. So please support Animal Place, Plant Based Network. Thank you to Hodo Foods for sponsoring our lives. And to everyone, we will see you on Thursday with Dr. Judy Bragman at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and then on Saturday at 4 p.m. with Celeste Rao.